This happened 3 years ago and we can't get paid a single penny. Yeah, we can document it, but at some point it feels kind of pointless.
It's been 3 years since the Calf Canyon Hermit's Peak fire devastated northern New Mexico, and still too many survivors are struggling to get help from the feds, even though the U.S. Forest Service caused that devastation. Even now, the burn scar left behind has caused intense flooding.
So FEMA did set up a claims office to at least try to help people build back some of what they lost, but some people say to this day they haven't received a dime. Our Monica Logronio spoke to a business owner who says at this point she really just doesn't know what else to do. Monica.
Yeah, Tessa, Trevor, Sarah Matthews is a small business owner in Las Vegas, New Mexico. Now, she had to close her first business because of the pandemic. Then the fire ultimately wiped out her second business, and she says she's gotten no help from FEMA.
The last 3 years have been a living hell.
For many New Mexicans impacted by the Calf Canyon Hermit's Peak fire, the past 3 years have been fight after fight.
Off the top of my head, I can count like 10 businesses that have closed since the fires, and in a town as small as ours, that's significant.
Small business owner Sarah Matthews says she hasn't received any help from FEMA, although Congress set aside $4 billion in assistance.
We've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's been documented. We can't get FEMA to move their feet.
During the pandemic, Matthews had to close her first business, Borracho's Craft Booze and Brews. She opened Prairie Hill Cafe in 2021.
We invested all of our money into this entity only to be faced with this fire.
And ultimately, the cafe couldn't survive the consequences. It just recently closed. Matthews says between the fire, the burn scar flooding, and water contamination, she's stuck in a frustrating cycle with FEMA as she tries to get some help.
This is my third or fourth business navigator. He's asked me for the same paperwork 5 times that I've given to navigator after navigator after navigator after navigator for it just to continue falling through the cracks.
Plus, Las Vegas is now a disaster area. Matthews says that made her insurance skyrocket by $12 grand in 1 year.
How do these small mom and pop businesses in one of the poorest counties in the state afford those kind of increases? Everyone's home insurance has gone up. Vehicle insurance has gone up.
Matthews says she's trying to hold on as long as she can because her family has been in Las Vegas for 4 generations.
This is our ancestral land. And for some of us, it makes us dig in our heels harder and say, you're not going to burn us out. You're not going to smoke us out. But not everyone has that option financially to hold on.
Now, Matthews is planning on reopening Borrachos this June. Now, I reached out to FEMA to see if we could get a timeline on when the payouts would be handed out, but I wasn't given one. Instead, the claims office said they're committed to compensating New Mexicans impacted by this fire. Now, I was able to get a better breakdown of the money FEMA has given out. So in total, it is $2.27 billion out of nearly $4 billion designated. The majority has gone to individuals and $331 million has been to businesses. Tessa, Trevor.